actually implemented for us to have minimization of extremism and to ensure peace in our communities. Then that framework cannot work without the issue of support and finances from different organizations. That's why we have the issue of our partners, development partners coming together to support us with finances to do it. That's why we are having ministries, that's why we're having agencies that are also looking at the policy and see what they can contribute in the implementation of different sections of the policy. Then, after the support, we need to ensure that that policy brings us together to collaborate. Where can the NGOs participate or contribute? Where can the CSOs contribute or participate? Where can the religious leaders also participate? Where can the traditional institutions also participate? Where can the ministries participate? All of us, what would you do where and when could be obtained from the policy through the tutelage of the ONSA to ensure that the policy is actually implemented in the letter. Then, key thing is the issue of mobilization. People need to understand what is this extremism? What is this violence? People sometimes kind of de-emphasize something that is actually violence. A simple, maybe a sentence in a social media that has to do with violence can cause trouble for the whole country. And this is something that we commonly do. People don't care to abuse, to insult, to a kind of attack people, especially in social media. How do we mobilize people to understand the implications, the dangers, the consequences of this? That could be part of the issue that, as partners, we should work together as stakeholders to ensure that we address. How do we ensure that people understand the implication of what they do on social media? Cyberbullying, cyber attacks, hate speeches that could lead to violence is actually addressed. So it's part of the issue that stakeholders need to take care of, and it's an important concern to ensure that we mobilize it and ensure that people understand the implications of their actions. The chairman then mentioned of the issue of social injustice, which is one of the major problems. There are injustices in various places, not only with the traditional leaders, not only at the communities, but even sometimes in government, in governance, there are social injustices that's happening. Because these people, I'm sure the chairman will tell you better, have complained of what? Marginalization and neglect. They have been neglected in terms of facilities, education facilities. In fact, they have complaints. So these are also the issues that we need to identify and then see how, as partners, we can collaborate and ensure that we minimize this issue of social injustice, that will ensure understanding, mutual tolerance for us to forge ahead and minimize the issue of extremism among Nigerians and among our citizens. Advocacy is also very, very key. Yes, we have very, very important stakeholders, but not all of us can reach them. And our hands are tied. Wadata, as a program, cannot reach everywhere. As partners, as stakeholders, there are places where we can assist Wdata to extend the hands of advocacy, to address issues, to ensure that they are supported by those quarters. For example, we can say we're making a sort of advocacy here. The Commissioner of Minister for Internal Security is here represented by the Special Advisor, who can easily reach the governor. So as a stakeholder now, we can easily address issues that can be taken up by the SSA and to be addressed by the state government. So we have advocacy, which is very, very key for us to make our leaders understand what they are supposed to do in terms of support to ensure that we have this project actually succeeding. So advocacy is also very, very key. Another key thing for us as stakeholders is the issue of sustainability. Wdata will work for only 11 months. What happens after 11 months? Is that the end of the program? Is that the end of the project? The good work that have started in Bakori A and B, will that end? Is a very important concern. So as stakeholders, we should think inwards